Hello, everybody. My name's Joey the Lion, and I'm gonna read you the story today. Today's story picture is number 43, and our Bible verse is love one another. And that comes out of the book of John, chapter 13, verse 34. Love one another. Go on, you say it. Love one another. All right. The name of the story is called The Surprise. Boys and girls, said Mr. Higby, next week there'll be a surprise when you come to Sunday school class. And the children looked at each other. What's the surprise? Asked Nicole. Mr. Higby smiled. He smiled at the children. I can't tell you. You're just going to have to wait till next week. But I'll give you a hint. The surprise is big, and it's something you will like very much. Christopher and Nicole were excited. They could hardly wait to tell Mom and Dad. The next morning, Nicole asked, how many more days until Sunday school? 6 more days, Ma said. That's a long time to wait, Nicole said. What do you think the surprise is? Mom laughed. I don't know. You'll know when it happens. Well, that evening at dinner, Nicole and Christopher talked about Mr. Higby's surprise, how long they would have to wait for it. Later, Mom called Christopher and Nicole into the kitchen. Okay, here's a calendar, she said. Now, it will count the days. Each morning, we'll mark off a day and count the days that are left. She showed Christopher and Nicole how to use the crayon to mark off the days on the calendar. Okay, each morning Christopher and Nicole marked off a day on the calendar until one day Nicole shouted, Look, there's only one day left. When morning finally came, Christopher and Nicole were so excited they could hardly even eat their breakfast. At least they were in the car and on their way to Sunday school. Let's hurry, Dad, Nicole said. And as soon as they parked the car, Christopher and Nicole jumped out and hurried to their Sunday school room. Now listen, boys and girls, you know when you get out of the car, you wait and you hold your mom and dad's hand, right? Hey, do the right thing. Well, they opened up the door and they walked in. And there, in the middle of the rug, was a great big stack of brand new blocks. Big blocks. They were bright colored, long and short, thin and fat. Christopher and Nicole shouted, Big blocks! That's the surprise! Yes, said Mr. Higby. There are lots of blocks, but everyone will have to wait now to play with them first, okay? We will have to share. All right. Christopher said, Nicole, let's build something right away. Then we'll have had our turn already. So they used the blocks to make a tall building. As the other boys and girls came in, they began to build with the blocks too. Everyone shared. Soon the children had built a building big enough to walk inside. Everyone liked the big blocks. Mr. Higby said, I see you all are having a very good time together. And you know what? All of you have shared these blocks without one angry word. Wow, thank you for sharing so well. It makes me glad. Well, it makes me glad too when you share. Let's go ahead and talk about the story, all right? First, why were Christopher and Nicole excited? I know everybody knows that. That's right. They were excited because there was a surprise. Well, not just a surprise. It was a big surprise. Next question. How did Mom help them count off the days on the calendar? Right. You can ask your mom and dad to show you your calendar too. Wow. 4 years old. Okay, the next one is, what was the surprise? The question is, what was the surprise? That's right, it was blocks. Not just blocks, they were big blocks. Okay, the next question. What did the children do to make Mr. Higby glad? I know you know this one. They shared the blocks and no one got angry. So,
God can help us share, can He? Sharing is one way to show love to others. Wow, what a great idea to share. So we know now. Hey, so if we want to be good at sharing, all we have to do is ask God? Oh, all right, because God will help us. And just like our Bible verse said, love one another. And that was out of the book of John, chapter 13 and 34. So why don't we go ahead? Let's just ask God right now. Let's ask God to help us know the ways to show love. Yeah, to show love to each other, to share. Okay, dear God, thank you for this day. And thank you for the people that bring me to my Sunday school class. And thank you for my teachers. And God, thank you for letting us know that all we had to do was just ask you to help us, and you're going to help us share. You're going to help us love one another. Oh, amen. Can you say amen too? All right, way to go.